Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Genshin Impact playthrough session. So we're gonna be doing Diluc's event today. We were conversating and talking about like potential playable characters. We started talking about like, oh my gosh, Genshin Impact's been out for almost 2 years and we haven't seen the Sustainer of Heavenly Principles. I wonder if she'll be playable. Someone in chat was like, oh, you mean like Signora? r/Signora mains? How are they doing? And then I started talking about like the Tsaritsa. Just making a couple of predictions here. I would not be surprised if the Cryo Archon, the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, which is a region based on Russia, is gonna be Bronya. And for those who don't know, Bronya is a character from Hoyoverse's other game, Honkai Impact. I believe Bronya is a Russian name. And like, I know that there's like a story thing with Kokolia, which is like, I forgot what they call her, like the mother. I forgot what the name of it was, but like mother in Russian, like she referred to her as that name. There's just like a lot of Russian parallels and references and names and words and stuff like that. Yeah, the Matushka. Yeah, so she calls her Matushka, which is also like a Russian thing. So I'm calling it right now. Bronya is going to be the Tsaritsa, but not only that, you know, like how in the Fatui Harbingers, like Arlecchino runs an orphanage called the House of the Hearth, right? So you already have that orphanage thing going on. And Bronya is friends with Seele in Honkai. And I think it mentioned that they also were in an orphanage or they grew up together like when they were younger or whatever, and they're like friends or like sisters or whatever. I would not be surprised if Seele is a part of the Tsaritsa's faction or a part of that region when we get there. Either that, or I would really want Seele to be Skirk, because Skirk is someone who wanders in the abyss, and Seele also has like the red freaking Honkai version of her, and I think that would be super fucking cool if Seele was Skirk instead. So they can either be like, okay, we'll make a parallel. We'll have Bronya be the Tsaritsa, and then we'll have Seele be like her right-hand woman in Snezhnaya, or we'll have them both be completely different things, but Skirk will basically have like that demonic side of her, similar to how Seele has that Honkai side of her. I think that would be super cool. And those are basically the two things that I want to happen by the time we get to Snezhnaya. With all that theory crafting out of the way, we're actually here because the Diluc event is ending in a couple of days, and a lot of people are hounding me to check it out to make sure I don't miss it. Of course, I'm checking out all content in Genshin. This is a combat-oriented event, but surprisingly, there seems to be a bit of lore embedded into this regarding Diluc and others involved. I just want to let you guys know, for anyone who's curious, my mods have already given me a heads up on points of interest and locations to check out once we start the event. So I have my sticky note here. I got to check out the Dawn Winery floor. I got to check out the Knights of Favonius office. I got to check out Dragon Spine and all these other places. So I know a ton of people want me to make sure I don't miss out on anything. My mods are on top of it. They're fucking based. We're going to try to check out everything, all of the lore implications, all of the story stuff in between the combat. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So Hidden Strife. During a spontaneous visit to the Dawn Winery on a summer day, the traveler and Paimon notice something from the past that might pose a threat. Let's see. Phantom of the past. The weather is starting to get hot. Paimon wants to buy some fruit juice from Dawn Winery to cool off. Remember how the Dragon Spine event started? The 2.3 Dragon Spine events, Shadows Amid Snowstorms. And the whole point of that event was that Paimon wanted like a juicer to make juice. And that just never fucking happened. And now she's like, I want juice again. Let's go to the Dawn Winery and see if that can happen. And now we're gonna get dragged into something else. And I swear to God, if Paimon doesn't get this fucking juice, I'm calling bullshit. Hoyoverse, you're false advertising, and I'm taking your ass to court. All right. Let's hope it doesn't happen. All right, and also, as you can tell, rocking the new Diluc skin, got the Diluc team. Here we go. Oh, Adeline.
Good day to you both. It's been quite a long time.
Holy shit.
You're looking well as ever.
It's been such a long time since we've seen Adeline.
Hi, Adeline.
To what do we owe the honor today? Important business to discuss with Master Diluc, I presume?
Grape juice, actually.
That's right. Adeline, since we've run into you, maybe we could just get you to help us with this one.
Can't you just go to the freaking Angel Share Tavern? Don't they sell grape juice there for Diluc? He doesn't drink alcohol.
We always miss the winery's discount grape juice, so this time we decided to come here early.
Bro, priorities, am I right?
Can you reserve a bottle for us? We'll pay a deposit. Just name the price.
Oh, you're gonna pay for it? Pog.
Of course I can, and no deposit necessary.
Imagine a deposit for fucking juice.
But I'm afraid you might be in for quite a wait. Dawn Winery's discount grape juice takes a long time to make. Every summer, Master Diluc handpicks 2 barrels of the finest grapes to turn into juice.
Oh, damn, it's only 2 barrels worth and that's it?
What? Why sell the good stuff at a low price? Shouldn't the best grapes be the most expensive?
Master has never explained his reasoning. If I had to guess...
It's just for him. It's his grape juice. It's for nobody else but him.
The discount could be a marketing technique. Special deals always attract customers.
Damn, the freaking vicious businessman.
Perhaps Master hopes to increase the popularity of fruit juice so that people have more options when it comes to drinking.
Damn. He's like, yo, kick that alcohol nonsense, god damn it.
It makes an ideal alternative for the heaviest drinkers because they won't get drunk and start causing mischief. At the same time, those who don't drink alcohol get the chance to try something new.
It still doesn't sound like the most profitable venture. I mean, Diluc's freaking rolling in dough.
Master Diluc isn't all about money.
True.
I think he would prefer to see people drinking in moderation than chase bigger profits at any cost.
True. I mean, he's that rich that he can do other things and not have to worry about making a profit.
Imagine if everyone could just enjoy a nice glass of wine and have a good time while keeping their wits about them and not creating trouble for others. Now, wouldn't that be a miracle?
Yeah, it's like you're basically drinking wine, but you're not drunk off your ass.
Wow, Master Diluc's such a thoughtful guy. So, is Diluc picking out this year's grapes right now?
Not just yet. He has a few more issues to sort out first. He'll start the process as soon as those are out of the way.
Okay.
If you're interested, I'm sure Master Diluc would be delighted to see you and hear your thoughts.
What issues?
As you know, whenever Master Diluc catches wind of any unsavory guests showing up in Mondstadt, he takes it upon himself to go and greet them in person.
Damn.
It's the same story today. He should be somewhere near Falcon Coast. I'm not sure how long he'll be. In the meantime, would you like to take a seat inside?
Sure. Can we go to Falcon's Coast and see him?
I have to stay here and wait for some other guests, but Hilly and Mako will be glad to take care of you.
Okay.
Unsavory guests? What is that supposed to mean?
Guess it has something to do with Diluc's part-time job. Yeah, the Dark Knight hero.
Huh? You mean the Dark Knight?
Come on, Paimon. Really?
The Dark and Evil Abyss Order are up to no good again?
Yeah, nice save.
In that case, Master Diluc's our friend. We can't sit here and do nothing.
If you're happy to help, that would be wonderful. Master trusts you after all, and you're both very capable.
I love how they call him Master.
I know he'd appreciate a helping hand.
No biggie. The sooner Master Diluc is free, the sooner we can get a taste of that delicious grape juice.
Yeah, she's like, I'm in it for that and nothing else.
Come on, let's go to the Falcon Coast.
Okay, I see. So we are going there. Pog. Holy shit, man. We haven't been on Falcon's Coast. I mean, we have never really had to come out here for anything. I haven't really been on the coast since the start of the game.
Is that a camp over there? Diluc is camping out in the wild?
Damn.
Huh. This is weird. Maybe these enemies are really tough, and it's turned into a long, drawn-out battle. Let's go check it out.
This is an ominous-looking ley line right here. That's a little smunk-a-W. Yeah, I think, the last time we were here was version 1.1. This is where the Unreconciled Stars co-op combat event took place. So we're kind of back here. That's kind of cool.
Huh. This tent doesn't look like it belongs to Diluc. Maybe it's an adventurer camp. Oh, there's a piece of paper and a notebook over there. Let's read them.
Let's read it. Dear Dark Knight Hero, we are seeing a repeat of the phenomenon we encountered many years ago. Although you fully resolved the issue last time, the ley line seems to have been stimulated in some way and are releasing the monsters they recorded once more. I'm sure you'll want to deal with those that pose the biggest threat immediately. So I'm notifying essential individuals per the operating procedures.
Judging by the tone, it seems like this was written by someone Diluc knows well. Let's call him Diluc's friend for now.
I wonder what happened a long time ago if this is happening again.
He saw something bad happen, wrote a note for Master Diluc, and then left. Huh.
Simple.
Isn't that pretty irresponsible? What if someone else had seen it? Also, he left his notebook behind. Now that Paimon thinks about it, you know that strange ley line deposit on the beach?
You mean the one right behind us? Paimon bets that the phenomenon he's talking about.
Other than that, everything seems fine here. Not a monster in sight.
Yet.
Do you want to read Diluc's friend's notebook too? If not, let's head over and take a closer look at the leyline deposit. There are 2 notes here. Which one shall we start with?
Okay, let's read the first one. It's been years since the leyline last released such highly aggressive monsters during an anomaly. The Dark Knight hero's timing was perfect. The way he lured the monsters a few at a time into the open to defeat them one by one, quite the strategy. And then he pretended to be seriously injured, luring out the Abyss Order's main forces and then meeting them head on, a truly magnificent counterattack. Still, this plan involves too many uncertainties. The Dark Knight hero himself even said that he can't afford to take risks like this every time. Getting to the root of the problem and preventing those types of leyline disorders from happening is the safest approach.
I didn't follow all that.
Not surprised.
But it seemed to be about a previous battle Diluc was in?
Yeah, I wonder if this predates the game. Obviously, Diluc was doing his own thing during the manga times. I just don't know how far back in time this was. And I'm pretty sure he became the Dark Knight hero when he came back to Mondstadt after all the stuff that happened with him and the Harbingers. This has to be post-manga, but pre-Traveler. Leylines hold many secrets. We ordinary people do not need to concern ourselves with the way they work. Yeah, actually, you might need to. After we found out how ley lines work from Inazuma, that they basically trap memories of the past in them through, like, the energies of the world, ley lines are out here, dude. They're out here, and, like, the fact that we don't know what they do means we should probably figure them out. But since the Dark Knight hero will be fighting against the Abyss Order for the long term, it is in our best interests to gain a deeper understanding of them. I heard that the captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team is a highly accomplished academic. Yo, Albedo. But unlike Lisa, he is not especially close to the acting Grandmaster. We should be able to learn a few things from him without the Knights of Favonius finding out. Perhaps the Dark Knight hero can ask for input on the technical issues regarding the ley lines. I will deliver the letter to his camp on the mountain.
Huh. Sounds like it was talking about Albedo. Did Diluc write a letter to Albedo?
I guess we gotta go to Dragonspine eventually. I miss Albedo so much. Whoa! I got a bad feeling about this, Paimon. Oh my god, hi Celestia, what the fuck?
Whoa, where did all these monsters come from?
Did you see that shot of Celestia? That shit was super up close. What the fuck?
Wait a second. Is that Diluc?
Is this a leyline memory? Happening in Mondstadt now.
Huh. He looks kind of different than usual.
Bro! Oh, this is so cool! This is like a flashback! That's why he's wearing the different outfit!
Look at him go! So focused.
Oh, that's so...
Captain Pyro when he's in top form, huh?
Oh my god! Yo! MiHoYo can literally do flashback events through using the ley lines in game now. I actually am more confident now than ever that we'll get moments of the past in future updates in the game. Please, I want to see Lady Vanessa. Please, I want to see the Archon War and the destruction of Conria and all of this other cool shit. If ley lines work this way, it's pretty much confirmed at this point, and we're seeing it now. That's so neat. That's so sick. I'm so fucking happy. It must be Diluc from when he fought here in the past. The ley lines are showing the scenes they recorded at the time.
Hey, you're right. Now that Paimon looks more ghostly, Diluc does look younger than usual.
Yo, I'm so fucking hyped, dude.
But what happened back then? Why is he fighting here?
This is gonna be awesome.
We can just ask him about it when we see him.
Holy moly. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be present day Diluc, and I was like, how the fuck does Diluc wearing this costume now affect what happened in the past?
What should we do now?
And see, the thing is, too, I feel like these minor ley lines are affecting, like, little mini sequences. Like, this random ley line is talking about, like, a small story, which is, like, Diluc's story. But then if you go to, like, maybe, like, the Irminsul trees in all of the different regions and you tap into the ley line flow of those, maybe that'll give you the big stories, like the Archon War, Durin and Dvalin in Dragonspine, you know, Ajdahai versus Zhongli in the Chasm. You know what I mean? Like, shit like that, especially because like the Narukami Shrine tree in Inazuma pretty much told us the origin story of that tree and of Makoto and of the filth of Inazuma and all that stuff. So I really think it would be super awesome if they just tapped into those ley line roots of like those Irminsul trees to give us like the lore of the region at that point. I think that'd be really cool. I really hope that that's what happens. Let's observe for now.
Okay, let's see how young D-Luke used to fight.
Yo, D-Luke's out here. Oh, so they let you use it. That's cool. Let's go! Get out of here, you filth! Even though D-Luke doesn't know that these are the people of Conria that he's banishing to the freaking cycle.
Flames.
Get out! Get wrecked! Holy moly. That guy got wombo comboed.
The fight is over. D-Luke wiped the floor with them. Guess some things haven't changed.
Yeah, I didn't get to see the trial. I didn't see how he was built, but it doesn't really matter to me.
So is there any actual danger here? It looks like it's only these illusions from the past.
Yeah, D-Luke must have already been here. At most, these were a few remnants ago.
So D-Luke's already called it a day?
Maybe.
Will more monsters come out if we go up to that weird ley line deposit again? And what about young D-Luke?
I guess that's how we progress the combat.
If it's like the other ley line deposits we've seen, then it should have disappeared now that all the monsters are defeated.
So, young D-Luke piqued your interest, or are you suddenly developing an interest in ley line anomalies? Yo, she's like, yo, I'm simping for the young Master D-Luke.
No. Paimon's just a little worried is all.
Yo, Paimon was actually like kissing D-Luke's ass when we first started playing the game. I don't know. Paimon's acting up. She's like, yo, that ponytail got me acting up.
What if someone passing by gets curious, comes to check it out, then suddenly, yeah! A monster jumps out and clubs him over the head with a swish and a smash.
Smash!
That would be terrible.
Yeah, with the debate club of all things. Yo, Crab! Crab cameo poggers! Why the sound effects?
Because it sounds more dangerous that way. Anyway, we came here to help D-Luke, didn't we? So let's stick around a little longer and make sure this place is completely safe before we head back.
All right, you've got a strong sense of responsibility.
Not really. Paimon just wants some fancy grape juice.
Oh, that's okay. I thought she was like, oh, I want to see what young Master D-Luke like. She's like, I just want my drink.
Come on, let's finish what we came for. When we get the grape juice, you can have some of Paimon's half.
Yo, okay, I'm in it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I got grape juice out of this, poggers. Ooh, I have all of these Jesus Christ. Yo, D-Luke's out here fighting everything on the planet. So if I do the hardest difficulty, do I get all the reward? Okay. By completing the challenge on the higher difficulty, you can claim rewards for each. Okay, thank God. So I only have to do each one of these once. Good shit. All right, let's do it. Let's go.
Let me leave you up. Everybody stand back.
Lay waste to the wicked.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Rain cutter.
Dawn, break forth.
Yo, this is really fun. I love me some combat. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh, you fucked with the wrong princessin.
Shadow Raven. Witness the power of good.
Flames.
Correct. That was fun. Oh, I didn't even realize I was supposed to get like these other things complete. I just did it. Let's go. Oh.
Also, Paimon still doesn't have a clue what's going on here. Shall we just go ask D-Luke?
Yeah, let's, I guess so.
Yeah, come on. Let's get back to the Dawn Winery.
I guess that's the only combat thing I'll do right now. I can do these other ones off stream. I'm mainly focused on the lore of this, so. All's well that ends well. Go back to the Dawn Winery. You and Paimon patrolled the area near the abnormal ley line deposit for several days. Oh yeah, because this was a daily thing. It is time now, it seems, to report back to Adeland.
You're finally back.
Yay!
I didn't think you'd be gone for so long. Sorry if it was too much trouble.
Don't worry.
That's okay. We did offer to help.
Even if we hadn't gone to Falcon's Coast, we probably would have been fighting monsters somewhere else, true.
So anyway, is Master D-Luke back yet? We didn't see him at Falcon Coast.
We did, but we didn't.
Sorry, I'm not sure of Master's whereabouts either. But I did hear that he recently visited Angel's Share.
Bro, is this gonna be like a wild goose chase? D-Luke's own event, we're not gonna see D-Luke until the very end. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of like Moon Chase Festival, where I was like, hey, where's Zhongli in all of this? And they literally had him not show up until the very end. And it's cause like, otherwise he would have just spoiled the entire Moon Chase plot.
After dealing with this kind of trouble, Master is always careful to tie up all loose ends. It's become something of a routine. He should be back very soon. You needn't worry. In the meantime, please make yourself comfortable in the winery.
Hey, say less.
After all that, we managed to completely miss him.
This grape juice better be worth.
Oh well. Let's just wait for him at the winery this time.
See, that's what I was saying. I was like, we kind of saw him. At least we got to see D-Luke in the past. It was worth it for that experience.
By the way, Adeline, how come you're always standing here at the door lately? Usually you're busy indoors. Hopefully you haven't been standing there waiting for Master D-Luke this whole time, because that would be really tiring.
Oh, thanks for your concern.
Oh.
But I've actually been instructed by Master to meet with some special guests here.
Special guests? Oh, D-Luke, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have done that. It's okay, dude. Well, I'm not that special.
Certain guests may need reminding to stay away for the time being.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's actually not me.
Master hopes that under the present circumstances, these guests will keep an appropriate distance from the winery, so as not to make a difficult situation even more complicated.
Who would D-Luke not want at the winery? Maybe Kaya? But he said guests, so that's more than one person.
Well, Paimon didn't understand any of that, but it sounds like a really important job.
Maybe we could help with those guests?
That's very kind of you indeed, but you've already helped Master D-Luke out a great deal. You can let me take care of these time-consuming chores.
Okay.
There is one small thing you could do for me, though. Please, take this letter and place it on the table to your right as you enter the door. There are a few archived letters on that table already. Just put this one at the very top of the pile.
I'm about to read shit that has nothing to do with me. Let's go.
Is this a letter for Master D-Luke?
Yes, it's from one of his informants.
Uh-oh.
Only those in Master's inner circle are permitted to handle it or serve as custodian.
Yo, good thing I'm the honorary knight.
Ooh, that means we're part of D-Luke's inner circle.
Hell yeah, 5 stars only.
Of course. Master D-Luke greatly values your friendship. Thanks again for the help.
Aw. A letter the head housemaid Adeline just received. It needs to be sent to the Dawn Winery for archiving. The paper is lightly wrinkled. Maybe the person who wrote this letter was in a hurry and couldn't find a desk. Let's destroy it. No, I'm just kidding. Home sweet home. It's been a hot minute since I've been here. I just want to sit down and listen to the music. It's so good. Yo! God, I love this music so much. All right, let's see. I assume... Oh. Is it D-Luke's birthday? What are all these letters? What the heck?
Whoa. There are so many letters here.
Yo, D-Luke's famous.
It looks like D-Luke read them just before he left. He must have been in a hurry. Adeline asked us to put this one at the top of the pile, but how are we supposed to tell the order of the other ones?
I guess we gotta read all of them and, you know, go through it that way.
Guess we'll have to read them to get an idea of when they came in.
Yeah, I like the way you think, Paimon. Maybe we shouldn't be reading other people's mail? Wait, let me think.
Bad idea. Yeah, you're probably right.
What?
Okay, let's just tidy them up a little.
Aw, come on.
You're here. You move fast.
Holy fuck, that scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Thank God I didn't listen to Paimon. Dude, I would have just got caught reading his private letters. Holy shit. Wait, what the heck?
Ooh, there he is.
Sheesh.
What are you agonizing over?
Did D-Luke always have that red jewel on his chest? Was that always there? I don't think I've ever noticed that.
Miss Adeline asked us to put these letters in a pile, and we can't tell which order they should go in.
Damn, Paimon's like, he told me to read it. I swear to God, he was just pointing at me and everything.
But it's your personal mail, so it'd be rude for us to read them without your permission.
Damn, Paimon. Actually, you know what? I was right there with her, but you know what? Now that D-Luke's here, it was all her idea, I swear to God.
There's no need to be nervous. And I can see from the looks on your faces that they've grabbed your interest.
Yeah, what are they all about?
These letters deal with events that are past and gone. I only held on to them in case any of the information they contain proves useful later down the line.
Oh, so I wonder if this will give us a time frame of when all this happened.
I just dug them out to confirm a few details. I've been following some rather unique developments recently.
Okay.
You were involved in the events in question anyway.
Wait, what?
You can read them if you want to. It's not a bad thing to be curious.
I was involved in the event? Is this Dvalin stuff? That was a long time ago. Do you still have any business to attend to? Oh, okay. You seem to be in a huge rush.
Hey, that's a good point. Actually, you kind of smell like wild mountain fruit. Oh, did you go to those mountains where the Valberries come from?
What was he at Stormbearer's Mountain? What's up there? Why would he be there?
Very perceptive. Yes, I did make a trip to the Stormbearer Mountains.
But why? Like, what's up there? You fighting the animal hypostasis? I haven't touched that thing in like a year.
I'll fill you in later.
Oh, okay.
No fair! We still have some super important things to discuss with D-Luke. Not to mention a whole bunch of questions.
It's been a long time since D-Luke's presence last overawed you.
All right, let's just sort these letters for him.
All right, so does Paimon have a crush on D-Luke? What's going on here?
Well, since he said he doesn't mind, why don't we read them as we go?
All right, a tidily written letter. To the heir of the Ragnvinder clan. I apologize for sending this letter without notice. You may not remember me, but we've met a few times. We've met near the square, when I sat at the table adjacent yours at the Good Hunter, and I've seen you in your tavern. You were always busy with a great many things, especially back when you were much chattier than you are now. You spoke cheerfully and often with your brother and friends then. Okay, this is referring to like back in the day when he was probably like a knight. It's probably no surprise that you will not notice me then, but I've always had my eye on you, child. This person old? What's going on? Oh! I recall with crystal clarity how this is Alice. Oh my God. Tidy letter is Alice. I recall with crystal clarity how my little Klee once made a complete, oh my God. I said that as a joke. I was literally joking earlier. I was like, who would he want to keep out? Because Klee literally called him a grumpy old man who never smiles. Who would D-Luke not want at the winery? Maybe Kaya? But he said guests, so that's more than one person. Klee, it's like, keep that girl away from my vineyard. She's gonna burn the place to the ground. And that's why she calls him the weird grown-up who never smiles. Oh my God. Once made a complete mess of your vineyard while she was trying to catch crystal flies there. Oh, but you didn't get angry. In fact, you personally escorted Klee back and even gave her a few bottles of fresh grape juice. Oh my God. Now I think that might jog your memory, yes? Klee recently told me that she hasn't seen that strange man with the red hair in ages. So I decided to look into it out of curiosity. My deepest condolences regarding your Oh yeah, so this is during the manga. During the manga after Master Crepus died, like probably shortly after he died, if she's writing him a letter regarding the death of his father. In many of the stories I've been told, you were the model knight, proud, driven, a knight of noble character and lineage, but I know that you're gentler than you appear. If you weren't, you wouldn't have treated Klee the way you did. Aww. And since you've helped my child out, I hope you wouldn't mind that I treat you as if you were my own. Oh my God, what? Therefore, I sincerely hope that you will leave the dark place that you are presently in, and you will not wallow in grief and remorse. Partings are most painful things, but they also encourage us to grow. A bird who has lost the roof over its head will fly further than any other of its kind. Go out and see the world. That's the best course of action I can envision. Only by feeling, observing, and listening can your heart be healed. Alice is incredible. This is such a beautiful letter. Parents all wish that they can accompany their children forever to the skies, seas, and stars bear witness of that oath. Everything that was your father now finds new life with you. That which you will experience in this world may have been things that your father experienced once upon a time. I hope that the winds will bring you all manner of wondrous things in your journeys to come. In any case, keep your chin up, young child. What? Paimon, you suck at reading. Oh my God, Alice is incredible. I hope Klee grows up to be just as wise and awesome as her mom, dude. D-Luke got fucked over by the system. The Knights of Favonius wanted to sweep that shit under the rug like it never happened. He went on a vengeful path against the Harbingers and the Fatui and whatnot, becoming the Dark Knight hero. I wonder if that's why he decided, I wonder if this letter is what encouraged him to travel to the Seven Nations Nations after that whole thing happened. Like, he left Mondstadt for a really long time, traveled to the 7 Nations, and then he eventually came back. So Alice pretty much got him back on the right track. I can't wait to fucking meet her, dude. Holy shit, and that was just one letter. That was just one, dude, and that was from Alice. All right, we're gonna read the clear handwriting now. Master Kaya took leave and stayed at Dawn Winery for a few days. In a rare turn of events, he decided to stay in his original bedroom. Kaya still has a bedroom up there? Oh, that's so awesome. In a rare turn of events, he decided to stay in his original bedroom. I wonder if this is Elzer. And even asked Adeline to make him his favorite dishes. Ah, it really does take me back. I shall be honest with you, but I was quite surprised to hear Master Kaya say that he wanted to stay for a few days. We did not refuse him, however. We believe that even if you were here, you would not refuse him outright. Dawn Winery has always been a more quiet location, perhaps because all who stay here are rather peaceful people. The house is made for those who live in it, and Master Kaya, I love how they call him Master Kaya too. Even though he no longer is like a part of like Diluc's system with like the Dawn Winery and the family business and all of that, he's still family at the end of the day. So even though they had their squabble, even though they had their differences, even though they seemingly both kind of go different ways, and isn't Kaya in the position now that Diluc used to be in, right? Like, Diluc used to be cavalry captain, and then Diluc left, and now Kaya's cavalry captain. He's always followed in his brother's footsteps, which is kind of interesting when you look at it too. The house is made for those who live in it, and Master Kaya's uncommon arrival did end up livening the place up significantly. I hope that you are doing well on your travels abroad. Everyone here at the winery misses you. Aww. May you remain safe and in good health. So I think this might be in order. The first letter for Alice was when he was grieving about the death of his father, and then she was like, hey, go out and see the world. And then this letter is implying that he is now traveling abroad and he's at these other locations in the world. So this is post-manga, but pre-traveler. Post-manga, but pre-time that the game started. So now we're gonna read the neatly written letter. Dear Mr. Diluc, it is my pleasure to investigate the ley lines alongside you. Okay, wait, hold on. This might be either Lisa or Albedo. Who would investigate ley lines with him other than someone who's like a researcher or something? As you know, my focus is... Yo, Albedo! I think this is Albedo, right? As you know, my focus is on alchemy, so my knowledge of the ley lines remains quite shallow, and I fear that I will not be able to share what little understanding I have. Good shit. According to many pre-existing documents, the ley lines have been seen as a medium for storing information. Under certain circumstances, they can record activities that occur in the area around them. All this information goes through a recording and storage Bro, this is so fucking weird. It's like a hard drive. Is Genshin Impact, is this world just like a computer simulation, and like the ley lines are just the hard drives that record all the information of the world? All this information goes through a recording and storage process. What are you, OBS? After a certain period of time, they may be released once again by the ley lines. If I may be so bold as to make a guess, there should be a method of activating the ley lines. Those who grasp such methods can control the times at which ley line information is recorded and released. I never stopped to think about this. All the ley lines that we've done for EXP and more have been memory battles. I like never really stopped to think about that after finishing the Raiden Shogun second story quest, but we're literally just, it's on a fucking, oh my god. Bruh. At the time of this recording, the Sumeru promotional video just came out, and Nahida literally said, this world is on a loop. She basically was like, everything's on a loop. Oh my god. Daily commissions are on a loop. Enemies respawn in the same location every day on a loop. Ley lines are just fighting the same memories over and over and over again. We're literally in one big ley line and a recording of our own. Judging from the runic symbols and other clues, I surmise that there are particular members of the Abyss Order who may have a very small chance of being able to achieve this. If you believe that this requires further investigation, these entities may serve as your point of entry. I wrote a paper a few years ago in which I covered my brief foray in questions concerning the flow of ley lines and other such topics. You will find a copy of the paper enclosed. I hope that this will help to clear up some of your doubts. Thank you so much, Albedo.
All right, then, let's put the letters in the right order.
Good shit. Okay, so I've only read 3 though.
If there's one thing we can take away from these, it's that Master Diluc has had a pretty difficult past.
Yeah.
Not only was he misunderstood by the Knights of Favonius, but he's faced all kinds of other obstacles too. Sounds like it's tough being Captain Pyro.
Oh my god.
Always fighting alone because, for one reason or another, it wasn't convenient for the people around him to help out.
But Diluc seems to have found some peace since then.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, he's got us now. We can give him all the help he could ever want.
Aw, this is so wholesome, dude.
Oh, out of friendship, of course. Definitely not just for the grape juice.
Damn Paimon. Ah! Oh!
Wait, what?
Oh my god. Paimon's admiration became infatuation. Sheesh! Oh my god. God damn! My dude's dripped out!
Is there a problem?
Oh my god. No, sir.
Master Diluc, you're wearing your old outfit again? And you've tied your hair back.
Old outfit? What do you mean?
You look so formal all of a sudden.
Old outfit? You've seen it before?
Yeah, I realized they were gonna touch on that. Oh, there's a letter back there. You guys see the little shimmering glow in the corner over there? There's another thing.
Yep, it was by that ley line anomaly. That was your past self, right?
Yeah, the fight we just did.
Huh. I'm surprised it made such an impression.
Do you mind telling us about it? What happened back then? Why were you fighting there?
The same reason as ever. Just stopping another Abyss Order plot.
You know, my part-time job.
They launched an offensive on several fronts at once. Unfortunately for them, they were still no match for me.
Yo, and he was a youngin' back then, and he's still protecting Mondstadt even now. His freaking character quest is the Dark Knight hero.
We were fighting in an area on Falcon Coast, and everything was recorded by the unusually active ley lines. They must have become unstable again recently, causing them to let out all kinds of information from that time. Hence why you saw what you saw.
Why didn't you stay there to keep guard?
For starters, you only need to deal with the monsters and the ley line deposit will stay dormant, as long as it isn't disturbed again.
But it seems to be disturbed again.
On the other hand, if I'd done nothing at all, the Knights of Favonius would have taken over straight away. Knowing how they work, they'd be sure to send a large contingent to guard the site.
Yeah, draw more attention to it.
Wouldn't that have been a good thing?
Depends. Most of the Knights are away on expeditions, so they don't have a lot of people to spare.
Master Varka's been on this expedition for like 2 fucking years. Honestly, I'm like, maybe they went to the Khaenri'ah, like, ground zero site of wherever Khaenri'ah is that got obliterated. Either that, or the only other thing I can think of is maybe they went and fought a war. Natlan is the region where the god of war resides, and maybe there's a war that they're fighting or something like that, or something. But it's like, bro, where are you?
If the ley line anomaly was just a diversion tactic, the Abyss Order could have been poised to attack somewhere else entirely, while the Knights were scrambling to send what limited forces they have to Falcon Coast. But anyway, I have no interest in talking to the Knights of Favonius. I prefer to get to the bottom of things myself rather than waste time negotiating with them. And it was easy enough for me to find out the Abyss Order's plans. Take a few Abyss Mages hostage, and they soon start talking.
Bro, those are Khaenri'ah victims, my guy.
As for the Knights of Favonius, I've sent someone to enlist their cooperation where it's needed.
All right, so this is a joint initiative between you and the Knights. It almost sounds like you're doing the Knights of Favonius a favor.
It's their job to handle situations like this.
True.
They ought to be present when things come to a head.
If they acted by the book, I still have the 5th edition of the Knights of Favonius handbook.
I don't like working closely with the Knights of Favonius because of our differences in philosophy. But that doesn't mean we can't watch each other's backs when it counts.
Yeah.
Seems like you have even more control over things now than you used to, Diluc.
Yo.
The best way to deal with any threat is to utilize all the force at your disposal. Anyway, thank you for your help. Adolin brought me up to speed with everything. In return, I have a gift for your trouble.
Grape juice, Pog.
Grape juice? The packaging is so fancy. It must be really expensive.
He's like, no.
This is my personal favorite grape juice, made of the highest quality grapes. Yo. I happen to have an unopened batch, so I brought you a bottle to try.
Didn't I say that at the beginning? I was like, D-Luke just makes grape juice for himself because he doesn't drink. What the heck, dude? We got D-Luke's personalized grape juice. Finally, we don't need the fucking juicer. Paimon gets what she wants.
I didn't know you were such fans of grape juice. Next time you want some, don't bother waiting for the discount.
Let's go!
Just go down to the cellar and help yourselves.
Yo, what the fuck? Paimon, I get half of the juice. Paimon said I can get half.
It's on the house.
Oh my, bro, we just got a lifetime supply of grape juice.
Woohoo! Paimon's gonna tell everyone we meet that we're VIPs at Dawn Winery.
Yeah, Paimon's clout chasing immediately.
This one bottle must be worth at least like 50,000 mora.
That's it?
And he gave it to us for free.
That's it? Only 50,000? Sheesh.
Thank you so much, Master D-Luke.
If you're free tonight, you're welcome to stay for dinner. Adelind is already making it.
Now he's offering Paimon free dinner too? Jesus Christ.
There are, however, a few things I need to take care of before dinner time.
Things that involve fighting?
Yes. Passiveness is not my style.
I gotta be edgy and I gotta be unhinged.
Though I had my suspicions at the start, everything I've come across so far in my investigation suggests that the Abyss Order was not behind this.
Uh-oh.
Since this arose from natural causes, it's time to wrap things up.
Okay.
So what should we do?
We'll help D-Luke out.
Right, sure. After all, he did just give us this amazing grape juice. Wait, no. What was it? After all, even when the odds of success are 9 to 1, you must never lower your guard.
Yo, I love when Paimon does impressions. They're so fucking funny. Oh my god, they're so hilarious.
Well said.
That ring any bells? Yo, these two are getting along great.
In that case, let's get going.
Let's go!
Okie dokie, Captain Pyro. You can take it a little easier this time. Come on, let's go! This is the final battle. Then we can put all this trouble behind us.
Let's go, dude. Wait, we actually got the juice in our inventory! Oh my god! This is a limited item, a quest item. Dawn Winery's top quality grape juice. A gift from D-Luke. A bottle of grape juice with luxury packaging. It is something Paimon has long been looking forward to, but more so a memento for the time when you and your friends handled the crisis together. It is also D-Luke's personal favorite, produced using only Dawn Winery's best quality grapes. Being Master D-Luke's favorite grape juice seems to have an unestimatable commercial value.
These letters cover a whole load of different... We're really gonna have to study all the details to figure out how everything fits together.
Okay.
Which letter do you want to read next?
We're gonna read the rough letter first. So it's the rough letter, and then it's Alice's letter offering her condolences, and then it's Elzer's letter, or Adelind's letter, when he's abroad, and then it's another letter, which we'll get to, and then it's Albedo's letter, and then the new letter. Oh, I see. So we'll be able to put the timeline together once everything is said and done. All right, so we're gonna read the rough one. So this is the first letter that is in order. D-Luke, Jean wrote to me recently with shocking news. If I don't miss my guess, she wrote to you too. Her sentiments are those of the knights as a whole. Is this Kaya? Crepus was a good man, and I thought very well of him. It grieves me greatly to know that he met with such a fate. As for the defeat of the Drake, the honors of that accomplishment should go to your father. I do not accept Urach's theft of the credit for that deed, which was brought with your father's sacrifice. Stolen credit will not be accepted within the Knights of Favonius under any circumstances. I will not permit it. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if this is Varka. I have already given Jean authority to punish Urach for all necessary severity. The Knights will inform you of the results. I've heard that you've been taking some time off outdoors and may not be easy to reach, so there is no guarantee that my letter will reach you. As such, I'll stop here for now. If it does reach you, then I wish you good health and safety in your travels. Contact us if you need anything. I hope that falcon of yours will help put this letter in your hands. I mean, I don't write in person very often, you know. These may seem like pointless words to you now, but remember, even the greatest disasters must come to an end. Mondstadt waits for your return, and if you're willing, the Knights will always welcome you. If you're not, forget I said anything, yeah? The two people that come to mind, it's either Grandmaster Varka. They're like formally saying, hey, if you want to come back to the Knights, you can. And since Varka is the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius, I'd expect him to have the authority to say that. Or Barbara and Jean's dad, because he's a part of the clergy and he's on the expedition with Varka right now. Yeah, I actually do think it's Master Varka, because he even says, I gave Jean the authority. Who would be above Jean besides Varka, you know? So next we have the elegant handwriting. Dear Diluc, welcome back to Mondstadt, sir. It has been some time since the incident. We discovered that Erach had betrayed us and he has been punished severely. Manga sequence coming back. I hope that this news will put your mind at ease. In other news, our people have discovered that the Abyss Order has stepped up its activities between Wolvendom and Stonegate lately. Also, a mysterious individual that people called the Dark Knight Hero has suddenly started showing up out of nowhere all over Mondstadt City. Typically acts in the dead of night and his intentions are unclear. Please stay safe and notify the Knights as soon as possible should you see anything suspicious. We will send support immediately. I think he's back from his like abroad. Yeah, he's back from his abroad visit to the nations and the Fatui and all that. Whether you are currently in our ranks or not, all faithful Knights will remember your contribution to the Knights of Favonius. May you remain in good health. Who would that one be? That was a formal letter to Diluc after he returned. I want to say Jean because she called him sir. And it's an elegant handwriting. No offense, but girls have really good handwriting. At least most women that I've met. Another thing that I really love is Grandmaster Varka has a rough handwriting. Alice has tidily handwriting. Elzer has clear handwriting. If that is Jean, Jean has elegant handwriting. Albedo has neat handwriting. And now we have a new letter. Dear Dark Knight Hero, the Knights of Favonius have stepped up the guard details throughout Mondstadt without making any major movements. The Abyss Order will not have noticed. I am scouting around Dragonspine. The monsters here are scattered and separated. Clearly, they have not been assembled by the Abyss Order. There's no sign of enemy activity in the south of Mondstadt either. If you can confirm that the other locations are also free of monsters, we will be able to conclude that the Abyss Order has nothing to do with the recent leyline disorder. This is an unknown informant. Maybe Kaya? Now that I think about it, maybe Kaya. Kaya knows that Diluc is the Dark Knight Hero. He sent a letter to the Dark Knight Hero to Diluc's house. If not Kaya, I don't know who. Maybe just a random NPC. Also, there's another letter over here. Okay, so now I have to be mindful. Oh, there's multiple. Oh, there's 3. There's this one. Oh, wait. Beautiful handwriting. Beautiful handwriting. Oh, all beautiful. Okay. Handwriting 1. To D. D's nuts. Got him. Come on, bro. That was an easy setup. That was easy, dude. I had to do it. I'm sorry, chat. Watch this is like a tragic fucking note and I'm over here dropping these nuts memes on it. I apologize if that's the case. A storm is brewing within the Knights of Favonius. Varka's inner circle is preparing to investigate. God damn it. Varka's inner circle is preparing to investigate Erach and his henchmen, and it's looking increasingly likely that Erach is about to be unseated from that high horse of his. You might not be too pleased to see this letter of mine, but I mean to get this news to you as soon as possible. You don't have to reply. I don't know who that is. Who's got beautiful handwriting? Okay, number 2. Dude, there's a lot of fucking reading. Holy shit. To D. Every fiber of my being is fighting to not say it. Even I was a little surprised to hear that you decided to leave on a trip. Jean wanted to write and try to dissuade you, but I advised her against it. As for Varka, I don't think he knows that about this. Otherwise, he'd have properly sat you down for a talk. Is this Lisa? If you'd like to leave, do it now. The less the people know, the less the goodbyes you'll have to say. Leave at night too, so things won't be too saddening. Take care. All right, last one in the set. To D. Some slightly bad news. Erach won't be quite so difficult to bring down after all. The Grandmaster's order to investigate has certainly dealt him a major blow, but I wouldn't call the problem pulled up by the roots yet. The matter's been handed over to Jean's jurisdiction. She'll take care of this. I believe Erach is an obstacle in her path in any case. Just sit tight and wait for good news. All right, so the developments that are happening in Mondstadt are being briefed to Diluc over time, it seems. All right, here we go. The next one. To D. Recently, a group of businessmen returned to Mondstadt. Word is that the reason of their return turn is a downturn in business. According to my observations, their employees are regulars at Angel Share. These people can also be found in the more dangerous parts of the wild around the city. Now, a few of them were a little careless and even dropped some pages of their notes on the ground. I took the liberty of returning these sheets to the Angel Share, you know, out of the goodness of my heart. I think they might have something to do with you, seeing as how they were there. I also noticed that their notes were written in code. Information brokers, perhaps, or some kind of secret organization. Treasure hoarders, maybe? Whatever the case, it took quite a lot of effort to see these blurred words with only one... Okay. It's Kaya. Oh my god, Kaya's got beautiful handwriting. This kind of like undoes everything I just said about mostly women having good handwriting. The beautiful handwriting was actually Kaya. So who was the new letter to then? I thought the new letter was Kaya. I guess it could still be because these letters are from the past and this new letter is in the present. Whatever the case, it took a lot of effort to see those blurred words with only one eye, you know. Don't worry, I'll keep this a secret. Kaya's out here, dude. Looking out for his bro. It's the informant. Yeah, I know. I just thought the informant was a character we knew. Maybe it's Vile, because she's an informant with the knights. All right, beautiful handwriting. 5 to D. I didn't try to hide it from you on purpose, you know, but I suppose you found out all the same, huh? I mean, not everyone who wears an eye patch must be blind, right? Don't people also wear an eye patch if they have a scar over their right eye? Wait. Are they talking about his eye? The long-awaited news is finally here. Now I'm going to bring a glass of wine when I go to watch Eroch pack his things and leave on his last day. Good riddance, by the way. That should be fun, eh? I know you're not the type to do that sort of thing, but I am, so allow me. Wait a minute. I thought he had like a fucking Mangekyo Sharingan under his eye. Does he have like a scarred eye then? I didn't think he was blind. I thought he had an eye under there, but I thought it wasn't like a typical eye. All right. To D. Oh my. No sooner did you get back than a mysterious character started popping up. Ooh. I hear he's called the Dark Knight Hero. He has repeatedly fought off treasure hoarders and monsters in the Mondstadt area, and he's even attacked Abyss Order strongholds. So far, it seems that he's on Mondstadt's side, but the Knights of Favonius could never permit the existence of a vigilante. I get the feeling that the two of you would get along nicely. Why don't you find an opportunity to get to know him and give him some sage advice? You know, just so he doesn't get caught by the knights. All right, Kaya, being coy over here. Come on, dude. I know that you know. All right, and this is the last set of letters. Number 7. To D. Per standard procedure, the Knights of Favonius need to take a statement from all relevant parties. Recently, the Knights of Favonius have received reports from a number of eyewitnesses claiming to have seen the Dark Knight Hero in the vicinity of the Dawn Winery. The Grand Master has assigned the Cavalry Company to this mission. As such, I will be paying you a visit in 3 days. He seems to think that our relationship can be improved if we were forced to talk in person. Don't worry though, my lips are sealed. This will be nothing more than a formality. Anyways, 3 days notice should be enough for you, I presume. Yeah, so this is also very important because, I mean, a lot of this stuff, like now, this present stuff, reflected in Diluc's story quest with the Dark Knight Hero, actually. All right, number 8. To D. The appearance of the Dark Knight Hero has indeed bought the Knights of Favonius some valuable time during the Abyss Order's last attack. This helped Jean convince the Knights of Favonius to stop focusing on trying to stop him. This also decreased the limit on the Knights of Favonius, on the Dark Knight Hero's activity, but this doesn't mean that his situation will necessarily improve. Objects with too honed an edge tend to be damaged more easily. You, I'm sure, are aware of the great dangers that come with acting alone. That said, I will advise against such a course of action. Kaya is really out here risking his neck to make sure that Diluc has information ahead of time and making sure that he doesn't get himself into hot water. To Diluc. I hear that the Dawn Winery will not suffer any damage. Likewise, the Knights of Favonius only sustained minor injuries and will recover quickly. However, an employee of the local merchant has gone missing, and their last known location just so happens to align with the Abyss Order's area of activity. The Knights have dispatched people to go to the rescue. Do be aware that the Abyss Order have become more dangerous as of late, even going as far as to organize multi-pronged offenses. Perhaps the Dark Knight Hero and the Knights of Favonius should team up. That might guarantee that things will go off without a hitch, All 9 letters written? Damn, Kaya put more work in than any of those letters. Jesus. That was a long investment. I don't even know where we're going now because I was so stuck reading those letters that I actually have no idea. Oh! Wait, Kaya was not there a second ago. I was reading chat and I was like, oh, Adeline's here. And then I was like, wait a minute, my polygons are like messing up. And I turn around, man's doing a disappearing act. What the hell? Oh my God, Kaya, my boy, my dude.
Hello, Master Kaya. I mean, Captain Kaya.
No, you were right, Master Kaya. I mean, I guess he's here officially, so you gotta call him Captain.
I don't believe we were expecting you. Has something urgent come up?
Oh, Adeline, don't be such a stranger.
Aww.
The Knights of Favonius have received word of another sighting of the Dark Knight hero. Now,
oh shit.
The witness wasn't able to see where the suspect was headed. However, I just have a gut feeling that he's in the Dawn Winery area.
Yeah, I can only imagine why.
Really? What can I say, Captain Kaya? You and the Dark Knight hero have never been seen in the same place at the same time. And you often show up at the Dawn Winery, just like the Dark Knight hero.
Damn, for reverse psychology. She's actually right. It's like, Kaya, you could very well be the Dark Knight hero as much as D-Luke.
So, is it safe to say that you are the Dark Knight hero?
Damn.
Now that you mention it, it makes sense. I almost can't believe it. I am the legendary Dark Knight hero.
She's like, actually, you know what? That's crazy enough to actually be true. I actually am. Holy shit.
I'm sorry, Captain Kaya, but the Dawn Winery is having a fire safety inspection today. You'll have to come back another day.
Oh, are these two playing it up right now?
Seriously, shouldn't you at least ask me to stay for dinner as a courtesy? Then again, I do have a pile of admin work waiting for me today. In that case, please pass a message on to D-Luke for me. Tell him that the hazard zone has been established. The public shouldn't notice anything, and the enemy is unlikely to detect it right away.
Also, I find it funny that Adeline was like, hey, there's a fire and safety inspection today, aka we're on the lookout for Klee. We can't have you here right now.
Captain Kaya, your words are as profound and enigmatic as ever. I'm just a maid. None of that means anything to me.
Everyone's in on it, man. Everyone's in on it.
Master is currently out at a business meeting with his commercial partners. I don't know where they are exactly. I will pass your message on to him word for word when he gets back, but I can't guarantee that the meaning behind the words will be fully conveyed.
Meanwhile, I'm here like, what is happening? Hello? I'm just a traveler.
Oh, but these are code words he grew up using. If he doesn't understand them,
I knew it.
Then perhaps it was a wasted childhood. Oh, by the way, is there anything new at the winery? While I'm here, I'd like to pick up some choice wine to take home.
Captain Kaya, you are too funny. You know we don't do retail.
Is this another random, like, is this another code word?
Still, thank you so much for visiting.
Well, this was a cool little interactive moment here. So D-Luke is MIA doing some other stuff. I don't know if Kaya's out here like, hey, I'm here to give you a word of warning, relay a message, make sure things don't derail off the beaten path. All right, so we got to go to Dragonspine because they did mention Albedo before. They mentioned Albedo back when we were at Falcon's Coast. So I want to go to his camp and see if there's any letters there. Ooh, letter addressed to Miss Alice. Oh, and there's another one right here. Letter addressed to Mr. Albedo. I want to read the Mr. Albedo one. Okay, letter addressed to Mr. Albedo. Dear Albedo, thank you for the detailed explanation. Oh, wait, this actually might be from D-Luke now that I think about it. Thank you for the detailed explanation. I have read your paper and found it both enriching and easy to understand. It is a rare and well-written document inside. Yeah, so this is D-Luke's response to Albedo's neatly written letter that's at the Dawn Winery. That makes sense, actually. I have written the relevant information down in the hopes that it will be put to good use in the future. Guarding against dangers is a very important skill. I will continue to keep watching over the Abyss Order and use force against them when necessary. Aww, that's so nice. And wait, is this D-Luke's letter to Alice, but Albedo has it in his possession? Dear Miss Alice. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're getting to see and hear D-Luke's reactions and feelings. I didn't know we'd get a response from him. I must admit that when I read the opening lines of this letter, I was not expecting it to have been written by you. It seems that I may have indeed failed to notice you despite your presence nearby. My apologies for that. Regarding Klee, I have heard that you're an extremely powerful witch, so I expect that Klee will have been just fine, even sans my presence. Even so, you sent me this letter, for which I am thankful. As you have said, said, traveling is my best option at present. I will go out and experience all that the world has to offer, just as you have suggested. My father's will shall find continuation through me. Clea is welcome to stay at the Dawn Winery as a guest during my absence. Adeline will prepare sufficient snacks and grape juice for such an occasion. And if you don't mind, you are also welcome to drop by. I hope that you and Clea stay in good health. Oh my god. This is disgustingly wholesome. Bro, we're getting like Diluc serotonin left, right, and center. Okay, so I gotta go to Jean's office now. Apparently there's a couple of letters there. I guess he's gonna have a response letter for everyone. So one for Jean, one for Grandmaster Varka. So the two that are in Jean's office might be one for Grandmaster Varka and one for Jean, I'm assuming. Let's see. Oh, okay, there's one right here. Yes, it was Grandmaster. Yes, okay, so letter addressed to Grandmaster Varka. Letter addressed to the acting Grandmaster. Nice, so we did call those. Dear Jean, thank you for your concern, acting Grandmaster. It is as you say, that incident should no longer weigh heavy on my mind. Punishing Eroch for his malfeasance is the right way to correct the Knights of Favonius' past mistakes. It is an important step indeed for the Knights. As for my own personal safety, you need not concern yourself too much. The Knights of Favonius shall focus their efforts where it counts by looking after those who need it most. May you also remain in good health. I love how all the letters end in may you continue to have good health. May you, prosper in good health. Just wanting the best for people, Dear Master Varka, you have my utmost thanks for your condolences and concerns. My father would be pleased to have heard your compliments. I doubt that anything would have pleased him more than to have the acknowledgement of the Knight of Boreas. I really hope we see Grandmaster Varka soon, like within the next year or so. I am presently traveling, and by a stroke of fortune, your letter has indeed reached me safely. If nothing goes awry, I believe that I will not be joining the Knights of Favonius. However, I will not forget my previous experiences. I will commit everything the Knights taught me to heart. May this find you in good health. Diluc has such good people around him. They didn't forget about him. They didn't hold a grudge. They weren't petty. They gave him his space. They gave him the advice that he needed. They gave him the time that he needed, and he matured and developed. And now he's got great people looking after him and even helping him. You know what I mean? Like even Jean was like, we'll deal with the Storm Terror incident, but I'm doing it as Jean, not as the acting Grandmaster. You know what I mean? She's willing to get her hands dirty for her man. There's something strange about this brick. Let's take this brick off the wall. It's a secret compartment with a box inside. Open the box. The objects of the box are all pretty old. One particular sheet of paper stands out. A piece of it has been burned away and the remaining parts show signs that has been rescued from that same flame. Every line of that sheet of paper has a matching one right underneath it. From the handwriting, it looks like a child wrote on this first before an adult stepped in, held their hand, and taught them how to do it. Wait, this isn't Clea, is it? A child and fire? The first thing I thought of was Clea. Oh, wait, maybe not. The writings are as followed. Remember always that it was the Alberich clan who did not have royal blood, who stepped in as regents when the strength of the one-eyed king, Armin, failed? Wait, what? This is Kaya lore? Wait, what do you mean the Alberich clan doesn't have royal blood? I thought Kaya was the Conrian prince. The one-eyed king? That's like the black serpent mats, the material, the weapon materials that drop. That has like a one-eyed person on it. Is that the king? King Ermin, like Erminsultree. Though we could not restore Conria to life, we of the Alberich clan have led lives as those who blaze like fire, rather than those who wallow in the embers. If you flip the page over, there are other words there. You reckon there must be annotations of some sort. I saved this one memento from the fire father? Oh, from the fire father made while he wasn't paying attention. This was in violation of our principles. Our clan's affairs should not be recorded. For me, this sheet of paper cannot serve as any form of identification, and I will not give my passage anywhere. Now that I look at it, his handwriting was as grieving as the smoking ash pile. There was no way that I can read something like that living in Mondstadt as I am. Moving the paper aside, you can see a cloth bag underneath it that contains an eye patch of significant age. Was Kaya not lying about getting an eye patch from his great-grandfather? A sticker is attached to the side and the text on it reads, "Ha! To think that all that play acting as a one-eyed pirate would eventually end with one actual wounded eye. I have never blamed Diluc for that. I suppose that I must have been asking for it, telling him the truth the day my adoptive father died without expecting conflict to emerge somehow." Wait. Diluc is the reason why he wears an eye patch? I was like, bro, where's my Mangekyo Sharingan? No! Like, they had a fight in the manga, and I wonder if that fight is what resulted in his eye. I don't know if he was wearing an eye patch then. Or I guess he could have been wearing the eye patch as a joke, and then Diluc actually, like, hurt him, and then he wears the eye patch now to cover the scar. But this technically doesn't mean that his eye doesn't have Conria significance. You can't tell me that Kaya's eye covered, Dainsleif's face covered, Piero's eye face covered isn't significant with Conria, and it can still be a wounded eye, but it can just be something completely different. Interesting though. He seems to believe that I really was blinded, though that's not the case. Well, I fooled him for a while, haven't I? Might as well keep going. So he basically told everyone, like, yeah, my eye's fucked up. Now I'm wounded. Yeah, that makes sense too now when I think about the one eye situation, because I don't know if King Ermin is the king of Conria, right? Like the royal king of the royal family. He was one-eyed. So maybe that's like a cultural or like a religious thing or like a Conrian thing to kind of pay homage to their king. 2 letters lie beneath the bag, all of which has D as their sender. The letters are in great condition, and there is a time written on the back. This is mostly the time these letters were received. You can't tell that the words have been written in a strong but elegant hand. Okay, read the... My God, there's so much reading! There's so much letters! Bro, what the heck? To K? Wait, K? Klee? Conria? Kiana Keslana? Message received, thank you. Also, I suggest that you stop mention... Oh, Kaya. I picked every K besides the one that matters. Also, I suggest that you stop mentioning eyes in your letter. Don't think that I don't know that your right eye wasn't blinded. He like called his ass out. A small paper bag lies next to these 2 letters. It contains nothing but a few seashells. Did Diluc pick some seashells when he was at the Golden Apple Archipelago last year? That would be so fucking wholesome if that's actually what the seashells are for. They have lost most of their luster. It's unclear as to what time has passed since they were about a year if it's Golden Apple standards. It might be best to store this box and restore everything to how it originally was. Bro, we found Diluc's secret stash. What the hell? All right, so there is a second letter that I'm gonna read here. Hold on, gotta get through all this other stuff. To Kaya, thanks for the letter. Cooperating with the Knights has objective pros and cons, like 2 sides of a coin. I'm sure you understand that better than I do. No need to worry about my safety. Self-preservation is easy. Striving towards my goals is hard. Take better care of yourself instead. A small paper lies next to the 2 letters and a few seashells. Okay, so we got the second half. So the Alberich clan stepped in to take over for the royal family because the king wasn't strong enough to. But that just means they took over. They don't have any royal say-so, you know what I mean? I still think they'll find a way to make Kaya like super relevant and important, just as important as Conria's royal bloodline. They kind of have to. Regents are like mods? That's so funny. Yo, if anything happens to me, my regents will take over in my absence. I assume that that's basically what happened. They're just taking over, but that doesn't mean that, you know, they're of royal blood. Interesting. Okay, so someone mentioned that there's somebody... My informant! Holy shit! Yo, she was the informant for freaking the Mondstadt story. Vile. It was her. She was the new letter. Whoa.
Why are you visiting me at this hour? Not trying to buy intel from me, are you?
Oh, shoot. I appreciate the voice acting.
I've been very busy lately, you know. A major client has booked 2 full weeks of my time.
Diluc's really out here, dude. A major client, you say?
Yes. I can't disclose any details, but suffice to say, he's exceptionally rich. So don't even think about trying to outbid him.
Wait, but shouldn't informants only share their intel with one person?
Maybe in an ideal world, but business is business.
I gotta make money some way.
And if you only have one partnership, you'll eventually starve to death. The Knights of Favonius are sticklers for principle. But even they have a practice of obtaining intelligence from a minimum of 2 sources during large-scale operations. They've suffered badly from incomplete intelligence in the past. That's why people like me are so important. I'm there when they need the extra support. And I'm free to find other work when they don't.
So she's like, I'll take it for the right price.
Here's an analogy. Imagine the Abyss Order has set up an ambush in the wilderness.
Yeah, let's imagine.
A single scouting team is unlikely to detect it.
As if that's not a reality we live in.
Next thing you know, a knight on patrol passes by, completely unsuspecting, when suddenly, wah! A monster jumps out and clubs him over the head with a bish and a bash.
Paimon all over again. Why the sound effects? Because it makes the story better.
Well, I just thought they might make the whole thing sound more realistic.
Yeah, Paimon's living for this moment.
Nope, not even close. Monsters go, yeah, not wah. And it's a swish and a smash, not a bish and a bash.
Are we really doing this? Are we really criticizing sound effects in a hypothetical scenario?
Don't be so single-minded. You can think what you want, of course, but it can't hurt to keep my version on file as, alternative intel.
Damn. Alternative facts, ladies and gentlemen. Fake news is alive and well in Genshin Impact.
Guess that kinda makes sense.
Anyway, to get back to the point, buyers are demanding multiple sources. And it's only fair that informants are free to serve multiple clients too. Don't you think?
It's like you could very easily take information that I tell you and tell somebody else if that's the information they're looking for. Like, you're not reliable. I know if they don't take sides, but like, if I'm giving you information and you're giving me information to get more information, you could literally take what I say and go to my enemy and give it to them because, oh, I don't pick sides. Oh, is that him over there? Mac, is that you? Yo, you are way off the beaten path, my dude.
Hold it. I have to stop you right there.
Oh.
Sorry. The name's Mac.
And cheese.
The Knights of Favonius are carrying out a training exercise near Falcon Coast. Access is temporarily denied to the public.
It's Zhongli's voice. But I don't see any knights on the beach.
They're still rounding up the troops, but they'll be arriving shortly. Please return to the city. Combat training is boring to watch, and we don't want to risk you getting injured.
Okay, so that's all the fucking lore. Holy shit, dude. So Diluc knows about Kaya and Khaenri'ah. Was not expecting that. And they mentioned the one-eyed king. Bro, I fucking mentioned that shit when we got to the chasm and we were fighting those black serpent knights. But I mentioned at the time, I was like, this looks like an old man with a beard and one eye. And then I referenced that to like Odin. You know, there's a lot of connections between either names, mainly names when it comes to Khaenri'ah and Norse mythology. And I was like, oh, what if this is like a reference to Odin? Now this might actually be King Irmin. Seems to also be in line with Irmin's soul trees, ley lines. And that's what this whole freaking event is about, this distorted ley line. We got a lot of characterization for Diluc, the people that helped him through the tough times in his life with losing his dad, leaving the Knights of Favonius, traveling the world, getting caught up with the Fatui, coming back, becoming the Dark Knight hero. He does the things to keep Mondstadt safe, to keep the people safe. He does what needs to be done. He gets help from the Knights of Favonius when they're not acting Papega. I was not expecting this to be anything more than a promotion to sell a premium skin and to have some combat-oriented content for people who care about that stuff. They went above and beyond with Diluc here. This was just as substantial as like a Diluc-oriented story quest, to be honest. Like, I actually think this was better. The context and the content of this is actually better than his story quest with the Dark Knight hero. Anyways, let us conclude with some good old combat. Let's go! Fuck you, Mac! I'm coming over here and doing some fighting. Oh shit, we're in the dire straits, ladies and gentlemen.
Ways to the wicked.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Everybody stand back!
Midnight Venta.
Oh my god, that Hilichurl literally disappeared.
There. It's done.
Good shit, four-piece noblesse oblige, Diluc. I knew you could do it.
The ley line deposit will disappear before long.
That battle went very smoothly.
All thanks to the power of teamwork.
And friendship.
See? Even Captain Pyro needs his trusty sidekick sometimes. It can't be Master Diluc saving the day by himself every single time. Many hands make light work.
Yeah, but Paimon, you still don't help. Where's that reinforcement and encouragement when I'm doing all the fighting, Paimon? Where's your many hands to help me?
Sidekicks.
Damn. Hello, Celestia. Dude, Celestia is literally just eyeballing us right now. That's kind of scary.
It's been a long time since I last worked with others. It's not so bad. If the opportunity arises, Let's team up again in the future.
Hey, Diluc Story Quest Part 2, let's go! I hope. Please. I would fucking love that. Most people are like, yeah, this quest took me maybe like 10 minutes to do. And I expect most people to finish it in 10 minutes if they skip all the dialogue and they do the first combat and then the last combat and then that's it. That shit took me, no bullshit, 2.5 hours. And I loved every second of it. Oh my god, this was great. I feel like I have a newfound respect for Diluc. It wasn't just to sell me a skin. Cause like realistically, I like little moments like this. They can't really spend their time in Mondstadt. We're leaving Inazuma to go to Sumeru. So Sumeru's gonna be the new kid on the block for the next year, presumably. So it's gonna just be harder and harder to give meaningful characterization to some characters. Diluc's needed something like this for a while. Would I have preferred something more interactive, like with voice act, like with cutscenes and, you know, with other characters involved? Sure. But for what this did, it gave good voice acting. It gave us a lot of like other character involvements. Like most of these characters were all, you know, Varka, Alice, Elzer, Jean, Albedo. I just really liked it. I really appreciated and enjoyed this, and I hope you guys did as well. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Tomorrow is the version 3.0 live stream at the time of this recording. I have no idea what kind of person I'm gonna be after that live stream. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be hype. I hope Hoyoverse delivers. I'm so excited to see that trailer, to see the new characters, like the movesets, the weapons, the event. Guaranteeing you Lost Riches 3.0 is coming back with a green Sealy this time. I'm just excited. I'm so fucking thrilled. But thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for checking out the content. I really appreciate it. And tomorrow's the big day. I'm excited.